Hello guys, my name is Asad Ali. This is my third video about Google search result scraping, and in this video I'll tell you how to scrape search results and use proxies. And in previous videos I have been building up to this, and there are few scripts I have already shared with you guys. And what you need to do is follow the steps, and I'll tell you how you can add proxies. I've been getting a lot of comments about how we can scrape Google search results at scale. So in this video I'll tell you how you can go through pages first thing, and second how you can avoid getting captchas. What I normally do is instead of solving captcha for Google search results, I just try to avoid Google captchas. So this is better practice for me. This is what I'm going to tell you, how you can use proxies and avoid getting captchas. So let's start. um, First of all, you can see that I have two scripts here that I have written earlier in previous two videos. This is the basic script to get search results, and this one I made some modifications to get more search results per page. So I'm going to use this script here, and let's get our shell running. Here I prefer to do link test, my script testing on shell. You better make your habit of doing that as well, because once you are used to when you are expert and you are familiar with all the tips, all the tricks and formats, still I prefer to use shell, but then you can simply write your code directly into your script. So here let's import our webdriver from selenium. Import webdriver. Okay, now we have webdriver. Let's launch a Chrome driver here. You can see that Chrome driver is now running. It will launch in a minute. Okay, what now we are going to do is, in my last video, if you haven't watched that video, you can go back and watch that video, because I made plenty of changes in that, in the script I have written in first video. So in second video I discussed about modifying a link to get more search results compared to our default search results. So let's copy a link from there and simply paste that into Chrome session here. And here I'm going to add okay, let's say Canada. What will happen here is it will search for Canada as a query and return 40 search results. I can increase that up to 100, I guess. As if you go to Google search result settings, and you will see that you have the option to increase the number of search result per pages. So it sounds good idea to increase number of search results per page instead of going through pages. Okay, it's taking time, I guess. Okay, let's have a look at our script until that loads. Okay, what we are going to do now is we have to look into few things. First of all, you can see that this keyword function is the one responsible for scraping search results. So and we are launching a driver outside the uh, outside the function. That's all right. So what we need to do here is we need to add few things like webdriver wait, and let's see our documentation. Go to Python. Let's read the doc.io. Here we go. Now we have to import few libraries like webdriver.common.by UI webdriver wait and expected conditions. Let's copy that from here and paste in our script. uh, I'm telling you why we why I'm copying these two in script in a minute. Okay, looks all right. Let's now use proxies. How we are going to use proxies? um, to get to proxies, first you need to what I'm using is I'm using Luminati proxy provider that is pretty good. They provide proxies and dedicated IPs as well, and data center IPs that I'm using for web scraping, because if you get fixed IPs that will be blocked. If you are using your own home IP address, that will be blocked after a certain number of requests. So what we need to do here is we need a IP service provider that will provide us that will rotate our IP addresses, and then we can use those IP addresses to scrape Google search results. So to establish that, what we need our account here. For that, let's okay, thank you, pardon. uh, let's open Luminati. That's I'm using Luminati proxy services. You can use them as well. Go to luminati.io. They have recently changed to brightdata.com. I don't know why. Okay, I was familiar with Luminati. Anyways, let's sign in here. What you need to do is you simply sign up, and they will give you $5, I guess, for start when you register with your uh, card, I guess. And it's pretty good. It's cheap and convenient for me as well. Once you click sign up, you can find a link in description to it will get you through the login sign up page, and you can sign up there as well. Okay, start now. I guess I have already signed in, so I can use dashboard. Once you have signed in, and after all the process, you will be redirected to this dashboard, and where you can see that you have all the required account status, and you can set up a zone for proxies. I'm using a data center. You can see that I'm using static and with data center. You can use that as well. It's pretty cheap. You $0.6 per GB, and you can scrape plenty of Google search results for against 1 GB data. So I think it's pretty good. Okay, they have some problems with the current. Let's forget it. Let's go to our proxy manager. That's why I have brought you here. What we have here is a proxy manager. What you need to do is you need to download proxy manager. If you're using if you're using Windows, you can simply download proxy manager.exe file from here. It's taking forever to load. And if you are using MacBook Linux, you they also have options for that as well. So since I have already installed it, so I am going to launch that in my terminal. Let's get me another tab here. Okay, your pardon, not here. New tab. Okay, I've got new tab here. Let's run that. If you're using Mac, you can simply type Luminati, and it will start Luminati server on your localhost, which is pretty cool, I guess. It's pretty helpful. You can route your request through localhost, and you don't need to worry about other things. Okay, it's running on my localhost. It will simply show me the IP address and stuff in a minute. Anyways, until then, let's add our localhost and IP address in our script. Okay, for that, I hope you're familiar with the options. that we use in Chrome to get a uh, to pass options in Chrome WebDriver. So for that, let's import selenium dot WebDriver. Okay, Chrome dot options, import options. Okay, we have got our options. Let's use these options and pass them to our Google Chrome WebDriver. For that, let's define options first. Okay, to pass arguments to Google Chrome, you need to use options.add argument function, and within that we need to define our proxies. Okay, we have got it here, and next thing is our hostname, and port. So we haven't defined our hostname and port here, so let's define them as well. Hostname is hostname is here. Okay, for proxy manager, what you need to do is after you log in and sign up to Luminati, you will uh, just click on proxy, click on install, and now you can see that you have different options for Windows, for bash script, for npm, for docker, for github. If you are using Mac, you can simply install it with curl or sudo, I guess. So you have plenty of options here. Once you install and activate your account, you can launch your Luminati localhost, Luminati manager on your localhost. I hope it's now running. Okay, after I executed the Luminati command in my terminal, you can see that I have Luminati server on my localhost. Let's have a look at it. I'm going to close that. I don't think I'm going to need that. Let's run our proxy manager. You can see that it's running on our localhost. There are a few details here. You can see that they are starting port 24,022, and ports are ready. I have already configured the ports. I will tell you how you can configure the ports as well. Wait a bit to for it to load. Okay, now you can add a new port here. Simply add new port, and you can see that uh, by default it's Luminati. Just click on static, and everything else is already configured. Just go along and create port. It will simply create port for you. Okay, it has created port at 240001 for me. So what we are going to need is we are going to use this as a host. You can see there on my address bar, and just copy that here. Okay, now the port we created, we can use that port here. Okay, I have this port here 24001. I'm going to use that 24001 here. Okay, let's save that. Now what happens is I have used options. I have passed this arguments proxy server and our options, and now I'm going to pass these options to my Chrome driver. So options equals to options. We are good to go here. So let's test our script and see if my requests are being passed through the proxy. Let's run my script here. Let's see where is all. Okay, let's run my Google new Python 3 Google score new .py. Once I run my script, you'll see that requests are being passed through the Luminati server. Open the port and see if they are looking at the logs. Right now no requests are being passed here, and you will see that once this request is being passed, it will show here. You can see that this is the request that script has passed to Luminati server, and Luminati is using super proxy bypass and to get the request. It will take a little bit of time to load. Probably the internet connection is pretty slow, I guess. I don't know why it's taking too long to load today. Anyways, few more things to add here. First thing, what I did here is I used this proxy. What will happen is Google will block these IPs as well, but you can try with different IP addresses. What happens is when you use your local IP to access Google search results, what happens is Google will track your uh, uh, requests, and eventually it will block your requests. So what happens is, what you need to do here is you need to change your IPs and probably delete your cookies as well, because once you get the captcha, I have tried to solve captchas with different methods and different captcha providers. I guess that's not very effective. If you can get cheap IP addresses like the one provided by Illuminati and this multiple service providers, I guess it's better, it's more convenient to uh, send multiple requests instead of solving captchas. That takes more time than changing IPs, I guess. So the preferred method for me is rotate IPs and send multiple requests. If one request is blocked, we can detect that and we can close Chrome driver and send new request as well. So let's see what we have got here. You can see that there are plenty of requests passing through the Luminati, and you can also see here I have got the links I was looking for. Probably I have printed only the links here: link, title and detail. Okay, let's see what we get. Okay, right now I'm getting the links here. Okay, what is this? Warning.final instead. Okay, telling me to use depreciation. There is some depreciations. I am using selenium 4. Okay, that's why it's asking me for depreciation. Anyways, you can see that the links are being extracted and requests are being passed through the proxy server. uh, One last thing I want to add here is one once it will get enough uh, requests, it will eventually start uh, what I call it is tracking. It is basically tracking your cookies. Google is basically tracking your cookies. So what you are going to need is you are going to delete the cookies with every request to make sure that Google thinks that this is the new request, new session and new person with different IP. Instead, if you are using the same, you are not deleting the cookies. You can see that I have already added the delete the cookies here as well. Private delete the cookies. What it will do is it will delete the cookies, and it will take more time for Google to track your IP and block you. So it's better practice to you delete cookies and rotate IPs. So I hope it makes sense now. um, this is all for today. I hope you like the video. If you like the video, like and subscribe the channel as well. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.